There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences.
Fuck me? Please leave the...
Nothing you... Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board. In the back, then written 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle one, you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear, being sandwiched between... It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out? But...
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of...
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Yes, that's exactly it. You got it, sir. What about board games? Okay, sir. This was all very enlightening. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses. Of course, sir.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, amidst the various these three things. The point of the book, and many others, it serves platitude, wholeness, unity, balance. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then the book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives.
Sir, please. No browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my...
Several maps have been... The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, the north coast to the east, rolling hills, Hudon. It's somewhere to live. It's so small you can't even see it. This large map displays archipelagos, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. You can, on Caillou, Revachon. 850 million people live on these. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of connections to other worlds. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. It's not still, it's detailed. The plaque on the shelf reads,
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. A very influential... The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine, perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Certainly, it's proof...
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. You see a set of tattoos.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The book books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck. Inhabitants of Ile-de-Fan, aside from poking at it, just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Welcome to crime, romance. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Sir, don't be ridiculous. One has to earn.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just get... I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. I already told you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some...
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
A spell? As if. This place doesn't need any spells or hoodoo mumbo-jumbo. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't... Are you happy now, officer?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. It's not good to...
Wow. Void raves. You have new words. Such raves may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Yes, I've contacted numerous paras. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further. Oh, this? No, there are numerous...
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Most certainly not. I'm not letting you open the gates of hell. In fact, I don't want anyone who isn't familiar with the psychic art.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show you're not lying.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen... You're no para-detective.
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm.
How do you... know?
Here we go.
Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere but I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Thank you, sir. There's one more thing.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Yes, a malignant lives inside the chimney. It takes the form of a woman. A witch, most likely. She or... no, some unnatural magic. Oh, and please...
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty...
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds. A heavy door with a missing... After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key.
Detective. What is this place? No, it's a gym. I doubt the...
Some specks, an eerie feeling rises.
Yes, no need to look.
A barbell. It's 60. There are no collars on the barbell. This is...
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating. You're right. It would be a violation of EPIS.
Looks like someone tried to... Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream. That's a good question. Reality.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting. Yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was.
I knew it, but what?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure thing. Sure, man. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing any more clothes. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. I doubt it, but I can try and answer it. I do my...
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floors. The light, this would make quite a statement.
Yes.
His manner, the light pole, this would make quite a statement in your living room.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to... You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with...
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but...
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One, just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel form. If police were absent...
That's odd.
Here's a good one, that.
Hello, compatriot. You have something? Oh man, that's great. Look at that. God.
He doesn't live in Martinez. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Is this about a warehouse?
She looks...
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse.
Right to work! Right to work! We came here.
I have a question.
You think they
You've been talking to him for quite a while now.
What's it to you? Big mess.
Every once in a while, it's like you...
We're all workers, right? Worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. Main gates, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. Yeah? Bad. I don't know how the Union has it. Why don't you...
It would be better.
No! They will give up eventually.
The unpromising raise pupil. He does not so much as glance at the object. Stop. He had nothing to do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into...